All right. Today I'm doing a Korean ramen World Cup. It's something like a versus series, but we have like 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, and 4. But let's do all of it. Why not? It's gonna be fast and easy because you know it's ramen. Well, from the beginning, I don't know either. This is jinjinjara. It's like, let's see, it's like the jinjampong, like the jampong and the jajang is combined together, so it's like you know like all those Korean fusion ramens, but I never had it. The right one is uyuktang. It's like a beef meat ramen. I mean, the thing is, this is like cow. I think this is like meat, and this is like soup. Well, I only know this one because that's my last name. Like, ooh, my name is basically fresh cow, Sonu, fresh cow. So I know this one. But let's say if I want to eat any of these, I would go with I would go with left. Like this looks like very classic ramen, but the left one, jinjinjara, I want to try it. Like it looks pretty nice. So let's go with left. Oh, okay. This is like easy for me. So this on the left is 까르보 불닭 볶음면. This is basically like the the cheese version of the super spicy buldak ramen. The thing is, I hate spicy ramen, and I love japaghetti. This is like the super classic. If you're a Korean, you will. If you don't know this, and then you're not a Korean. Like this is like the OG Jajangmyon's ramen. So like it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go right. I have it in my what you call that kitchen. I always have at least 10 japaghettis. So now we have 참치 mayo bibimbap. This is like the tuna mayonnaise. Like a bibimbap is like a mixture ramen. These stuff don't have water in it. It's more like you boil it, you take the water out, and then you put some sauces in it, and you do that, like spin it or something, and shaky, and then boom, you got this bibimbap. On the right, it's like another very classic ramen, noguri. This is well, the thing is, it's a very famous ramen, but I didn't really had this in my life. Maybe like 10 times, because my mom bought some ramens home, and when I was young, but I didn't really had this before. I would go with left, because the thing is, I love the tuna mayonnaise like combination. It's always better. All right, next is Pama and Jajang 불닭 볶음면. So Pama is also one of the classic ramens. Mu is like radish. Pa is like the what is that? Pa green onion, is it? Is like the long leek? No, it's not leek. It's this thing right here. That's pa. That's this thing is radish mu, and this is garlic. But anyways, this is also some classical kind of spicy. The soup tastes deep. Stuff like that. Ramen. The thing is, again, I hate spicy ramens. Like, well, not even ramen. I hate spicy food. So, I like literally. I'm being honest. I never ever had any ramen that has the name buldak in it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it tastes like. I never had it before. So I'm gonna go with left because I don't know. All these buldak series, and I hate spicy ramen. But Mupama is also kind of spicy for me, but at least I had it before, and I can eat it. All right, next. Oh, okay. So this is good. Bugeotguk ramen is It's like pugo is like the puffer fish like that. They they go like that, and then when someone poke or like a predator appears, they drink all the water or like absorb all the water and goes. It's like Mrs. Puff, yeah, puffer fish, and you know their meats are extracted, put it into ramen with some. You see, there's some pepper here, so it's like a very not spicy. It's like a different type of spicy. This is not like the buldak spicy. This is more like a deeper spicy. So, but the thing is, on the right we have the Indomie mee goreng. I think this is like the most best selling ramen in the whole globe. I'm not kidding. I saw it somewhere in the stats, and this is like a no-brainer. This is super tasty. I have these in my kitchen too. All right, now on the left we have 포기하지 마라탕면. So 포기하지 means like it's like give up, like giving up, something like that. And mara means like don't. And tangmyeon is like, ramen, like a soup ramen. So if we just read until 포기하지 마라 like that, it's like don't give up. And then you add tangmyeon, so it's something like a word play, like they made it kind of it's like a word fun. I don't know what to say. So it's basically a maratang ramen, but they added like a branding name here. And the thing is, there was a big trend in South Korea with the maratang. That's like a it's from China. Like this food itself, this maratang itself is from China, and they put in like a lot of ingredients, like like whatever you name it, like pork or beef or whatever, and like spices, interesting smelling spices, and then more spices in it, and then more spices in it, and then you put like some stuff, like it just keeps on going on. And the thing is, I wasn't in South Korea when this was a trend, so I don't know what this tastes like. But on the right we have 찰 비빔면, and this is like the other version of the 팔도 비빔면. It's like one of the famous bibim series. So they have this like the thing is, you see this ice here? All these bibimbap series, they are cooked hot. Like they boil the ramen, they take out the water off, and then they pour like cold water, wash the ramen to be cold, and then they like add like cucumber or ice or like something else, and then they add the spicy red sauce in it, and it's like a cold ramen, and it's its own like industry, its type. So the thing is, I just love these bibimbap series ramens. I think it's one of the best ramens. Yeah, I also have the bibimbap. All right. On the left we have 중화 비빔면. So that's like again, 중화 means like Chinese style. 비빔면 is also that cook it, cold water in it, and then add some like maybe eggs or cucumber or whatever, and then sauce in it. So you see this. And on the right we have 멸치맛 쌀국수. So 멸치 is like the anchovies. 맛 means like taste, so it's like anchovy flavored rice ramen. Then the thing is, these ramens or these like 쌀국수, these like rice ramens are like one of the traditional Korean like old foods, I guess. And I never had this like 중화 비빔면, but the thing is, the only bibimbap I like is the 팔도 one. So I'll go with right. And also, if somebody asked me to eat either of these, I would go with right, because this like picture looks really amazing. It's like the adequate amount of soy sauce in it and everything. Oh, it's actually picture 쌀국수. Anyways, on the left we have ramen. On the right we have 열무 비빔면. So again, another bibimbap series. The thing is, I don't know any of these. I'll go with the right one. You know what? 열무. I hate 열무. So but I also hate these kind of traditional ramens. Let's go with 열무. 열무 is like a vegetable. Oh, no brainer. 왕뚜껑. Oh, okay. So 갓짬뽕 is like a 짬뽕, but you know this is like a brand. It says 갓 끓이는 짬뽕의 신. It's like 짬뽕 that just came out. So 갓 is like just, but also 갓 is like pronounced as God. So it's like, I don't know. In Korean, it's like, oh, it just came out, but it's again like a wordplay. They're saying, oh, God 짬뽕 or something. And on the left we have 도시락, but this basically means lunchbox. And I know this brand is really like, you know, selling well in like Russia, I think. And also like the left one looks way more like has a history in it since 1986 and everything. And I don't know, like the marketing itself, I would try to eat on the left one. It looks more interesting. It's like triggering my curiosity. Oh yeah, I had these both. The left is Omori kimchi ramen. So Omori is like the brand. Kimchi, you know that kimchi jjigae. It's like a kimchi soup ramen. On the right we have dressing noodle ramen, and the left is like Oriental sauce. This is like chamke sauce. Is it's something like what do you call that? Like I don't know what chamke is in English. But again, these are again bibimbap series. You know what? They make too many bibimbap series. Like, come on, stop it. There's enough. You don't need to add Oriental sauce or like whatever. Oh, it's sesame. Yeah, chamke is sesame. But anyways, I'm gonna go with left. 팔도 불짬뽕 is 팔도 is like the brand name. I love how the brand is on his forehead. 불 means like fire. 짬뽕 is 짬뽕, so it's like the 팔도 brand's fire 짬뽕. So it's gonna be like super spicy and stuff like that. And on the right, so it's like a spicy fight. It's the 불닭볶음면 cheese. I think this is also really famous in the whole globe. You know what? Actually, like I want to go with right because it looks so tasty. Like I never tried it. I gotta admit it. But like, look at all this. I'm not gonna eat it, but just by the design, I like the right. Harmony. Huh. It says 고추장 비빔라men. So another bibim series. It's a gochujang, so it's like a pepper sauce, red pepper sauce, bibim ramen, and it's called Harmony. It doesn't look that tasty. On the right, we have the OG, like original, really famous, you know, 불닭볶음면, like the original one. Let's go with right, because first of all, I don't know this, and second is even though I'm not gonna eat it, it's just its name value is so famous. Oh, I'm gonna go with left because, like, there's a thing in South Korea. There's a thing. Jinramen has 순한 맛, which means non-spicy, and 매운맛, which is spicy version. And people say, "Oh, you eat non-spicy jin ramen?" And people are gonna be like, they don't treat them as people. They're like, "Oh, you're a baby. Oh, you're not a human. Like, who eats jin ramen non-spicy like style?" But I do, so I'm gonna go with left. And I don't know what this is. It says 삼선 짬뽕 cup 공화춘. 공화춘 is like, again, another like region or a name. 삼선 means like, it's like I think it's like a style or maybe a region. Anyways, I'm gonna go with left because, like, again, the name value is way higher. The jin ramen is way higher. Now this is jajang cup 공화춘. 공화춘 is like a brand, I guess. Jajang cup means like it's like a cup noodle, but it's a jajang. On the right we have 해물 ramen, so it's like a seafood ramen. It's like 얼큰 시원 개운한 맛. That's like, oh, it tastes good. 일품 해물 ramen. I want to go with right. Yeah, let's go with right. Oh, this is a traditional one. This is hard. Chamke ramen is like the one of the most famous sesame seed ramen, and it says 계란이 들어있어요. That means we have egg in it. And I actually ate a lot of chamke ramen when I was like going to PC bang with my friends, play games, and then buy this cup, chamke ramen cup, and then like eat it. Also, I ate a lot of this too. 새우탕, 새우 means shrimp. Tang means soup, so it's like 새우탕 is like a shrimp soup, but actually it's a ramen. But the thing about this one is the shrimps are like small, or I don't even know if they have shrimps in it. It's like shrimp flavored. But anyways, if I'm gonna go with one, I would go with left, because I know this 새우탕 is really famous, but I just like chamke ramen way more. Okay, now I know. I don't know any of these. 농심 spaghetti, carbonara. On the right we have 쇠고기, which means beef. 미역, which means seaweed. 국, ramen. So it's like a seaweed beef soup ramen. The thing is, I kind of like cheesy food, so I'm gonna go with the spaghetti carbonara. How do you say carbonara in English? But anyways, let's go. Kimchi sabalmen is like one of the best-selling ramens in South Korea. 왕갈비 통닭 볶음면. Oh my god, there's like, I hate 볶음면 series. It's like a fried ramen, and 왕갈비, 왕 is like king, 갈비 is like a flavor that you add to a beef, and 통닭 means chicken, like a fried chicken, you know. So it's like a 갈비 통닭, 갈비 chicken, and it's like a king. Well, 왕갈비 means like, you know, it's like a big beef or something. Yeah, but I don't know. These are not, you know, I never tried it before, and I just hate when the name is too long with like, oh, spicy, tasty, blah blah blah, 볶음면 or something. So I'm gonna go with left. I never had this one, 오동통면. 오동통 means like chubby. It's basically chubby ramen. On the left is jin, so it's like the one of the jin ramen series, but it's jampong. And I had this before. It's really nice. So I'm gonna go with left. got jajang and jin bibimbap. I want to go with I didn't try this jin bibimbap. I never tried this, but the only jajang ramen I like is japaghetti. So I don't know about this one. I'm gonna go with right because it looks nice. Okay. Oh, it's a good one. 사리곰탕면 is like a 사리곰탕 means it's like a beef bone broth thing, and myeon is like, you know, the noodle, so it's like beef broth ramen. And this one is not spicy at all, and it's very like deep, like it's really nice. On the right is kokkomyeon. Kokko means like it's like a sound that chickens make in South Korea. So you know how in English dogs say like woof woof or like bow wow or whatever, but like that chickens say, what does chicken say, like cock-a-doodle doo or something? In South Korea, chickens say kokodak koko like that. So that koko came from here. I mean from there, and the name is kokkomyeon. So it's like a chicken broth ramen. I think this ramen is like not selling anymore because I never saw it, but I saw it in H Mart. I don't know why. I like the left one way better. Yeah. We have 짜장 범벅, 짜파게티 범벅, and we have 열려라 참깨라면. So, you know, open sesame, like, you know, that phrase in South Korea, that's called 열려라 참깨. And 열 means like heat, but 열려라 means like open. So it's like another word play. They're saying 열려라 참깨라면. So it's like open sesame, but it's actually hot chamke ramen. So whatever. And I never tried this before, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, for me, chamke ramen is already kind of spicy for me, and now they added more spice, so I can't eat it. And I want to try the chappagiri bambuk. It's like a so bambuk means like you pour something on it, and there's like it's smeared with sauce. That's what bambuk means. So chappagiri bambuk is like, there's like the ramen noodles here, and there's like you add that like the chappagiri sauce on it, but bambuk means like you just smear like a whole bunch on it, so it's like there's way more sauce in it, and I think that would be better. Also, the chappagiri bambuk is like small, it's like cute. Okay, so now I have to explain some advanced Korean. Like, this is like PhD level Korean, okay? If you're learning Korean right now, you are going to learn something called 야민정음. Now, I'll explain that later in other videos, but this name is 팔도 비빔면, but you see here, it's not actually 팔, it's actually 괄. Because the way they like write it down, so let me like show you if in paint. Like 팔 is written like this, right? But 괄 is written like this. And you see like the difference? It's like this and this. So it's like very similar. It's only like this and this difference. So this is what is called 야민정음. So 훈민정음 is like the Hangul, book, like the reference, or like what King Sejong made. But some words like this, they look similar when you write it down, but when it's pronounced, it's totally different, because 팔 and 괄 is like different way to say it. But that is what 야민정음 is. And the reason why it's called 야 is because there's a Reddit page in South Korea called DC Gallery, and there's like a subreddit here called 야구 갤러리, and that's like the Korean baseball or just like baseball subreddit. Like, it was one of the most active like subreddits in South Korea's like Reddit, which is DC Gallery. And they take the front word here and they put it like whatever anywhere, because this kind of trend started from this subreddit. So that's why it's called 야민정음, because these people here, when they write it down, they write it like that. So now it came really like at the beginning, it was like, why do you say like that? People hated that, but as it proceeded, dogs are called 댕댕이 now instead of 멍멍이, because 멍멍 and 댕댕 is written very similarly. And now 비빔면 can be written as 내냄띤. Okay, so you see, this is 비빔면, and nem, and then so see, it's very similar, and also well the thing is, 면, if we write it like this, then it's like you have this here, and like there was another line here, so it's like this here, so it's like this. So that's why it's 내냄띤. But anyways, this is PhD level Korean. And on the right we have 감자면, which is potato ramen. And the thing is, I never tried 팔도 내냄띤, 괄도 내냄띤. I like potato one better. So goodbye, advanced level Korean. We'll go with potato ramen. We have okay. So these are like the non-spicy kind of like traditional 뚝배기 ramens. 멸치 칼국수 is like the anchovy, and the reason why it's called 칼 means knife. 칼국수, 국수 is like the noodle, or like, you know, it's not ramen because 국수 means more like a noodle. So anchovy knife noodle. Well, actually, the reason why it's called kalguksu is they you know, when they make like traditional like jajangmyon, they like stretch the what you call that, the noodle, like the paste, or you know, the thingy, and then they like keep on like stretching, and then like fold it, stretch it, fold it, stretch it, fold it, stretch it. And what they do is at some point they start to cut it with their knife like that. And if you like make noodles like that, these noodles have a unique shape. It's not like circular. It's more like a thin cable. So that's why it's called knife noodle or kalguksu. It's just how the noodles are made. And now this is a 둥지. 둥지 means like a nest. 쌀국수, 뚝배기. So 뚝배기 is like, you know, the container, the traditional South Korean container. And I would go with left because these ones are like really famous and like steady sellers. And this one, I actually never heard of it. Okay, we have I'm E. So this is like an E-Mart brand. 얼큰한 맛 means it's a spicy one. 얼큰 means like spicy. 한 맛, it means like is something taste. 민생 ramen. 민생 means like, so min means like people, like average people. I think it's like citizen. Yeah, citizen. But it's citizen sounds more liberal, like more, you know, civilized. But the min here is more like villager. Villager's life ramen. Yeah, it's more like back in the days, like people's life ramen. It's more like people's life ramen. So what does it mean? It's like, hey, we're cheap, but our nutritions are not that bad, and we have a nice calorie level so that you're not gonna starve. It's like we're gonna look after for the people who are starving. It has kind of that kind of like feeling. On the right we have 배홍동. So 시원 달달한 배. That's like, you know, cool and sweet pear. 매콤한 홍고추. So it's like spicy red. 홍 means like red. 고추 means pepper, and 새콤 means like, it's like a lemon, like not sour, but it's like I don't know what 새콤 is. It's more like sparkly. 동치미. So 동 means like cold thing. So 동치미 is like a cold kimchi on a like a water base. So 배홍동 is like, it doesn't mean anything, but it's just their name. And it's again another bibimbap. And I want to go with right. I like the design. 파래탕면. So we have some algae here. And it says 파래. So 파래 means like, so there's a thing called 김파래. Kim is like, you know, the seaweed, you know. Pare is like, it's something like is it an algae? No, it's more like very thin, you know, like just floating on the water seaweed. It's not that like seaweed we know. It's not the miok thing. It's more like a very fluffy, fiber like, wool like, you know, green thingy on the water, which sounds gross though. but anyways, 편스토랑 means like it's the convenience store restaurant, and the fourth winner. And on the right we have real cheese ramen. I want to go with right. I think this I never tried this before, so I'll let you know when I go back to Korea. I'll take some vlog and have all the ramens I said I didn't try before. But I'm gonna go with the right one because I like cheese. Now we have Hong Ramen. So he's Hong Seok-chun is like a famous celebrity in South Korea. It's like series, and on the right we have Shin Ramen Dubu Kimchi. So Shin Ramen series are like really nice. So I'm gonna go with right. I also love the Shin Ramen Black. All right, this is a no-brainer. It's gonna be left, but the thing is, cup noodle is like the cheap, like super low calorie ramens, and the noodles itself is like a glass noodle. And on the left we have tugim means like you fried it, but you know in South Korea, tugim means like a general phrase for the things you get from like when you go to like a tteokbokki place. When you ask for tugim, they give you like sweet potato tugim, fried sweet potatoes, fried onions, or fried squid, stuff like that. And tugim is like that, and udon is udon. So this word came from Japan. And the left tastes way better, so let's go with left. And also, it's super high calorie too. Oh, Nagasaki jampong is like this is the Japanese region, Nagasaki. Jampong is jampong. I don't know what jampong is in English. 부대찌개 means so 부대찌개 is like the military soup where they added a lot of meat. In the past, they brought from the U.S. military brought like a lot of like spams and like hams. They added all that and added ramen, and then that's 부대찌개 basically. And 부대 means military, like a group, like a military thingy. And I would go with left. This has a really deep soup like taste. Oh, 둥지냉면 is one of the famous 냉면 series in South Korea, and it's called 비빔냉면. On the right is 비빔쫄면. So 쫄면 is another type of like noodle. 탱탱 means like it's very like elastic. 생면 식감. This is like 식감 means the texture of the taste. 생면 is like it's a fresh ramen. It's like it just came out from cooking. But I'll go with left. This is a really famous one, and I like it too. Oh, it's like a yellow fight. 참참참 계란탕면. So it says 참깨, the sesame, 참기름, the sesame oil. 이 들어가 참 very 고소하지요. 고소하지요. 참 means like very. 고소 means like, how do I say this in English? It's a something. And 기스면 is it's similar to 꼬꼬면. It's not like the spicy. The soup itself is like clear or kind of white-ish. It is spicy because it's more like the pepper spicy, not like 불닭 spice type of spicy. I want to go with left. I like this design. These three baby. So now we have a Bororo Jajang. This is like a baby's jajangmyeon. On the right we have a adult's jajangmyeon. It's like a baby version versus Yeonbok chef's version. I would go with right because this looks way more like legit. This is like, baby, do you want to eat this? All right, here. But I mean, like, think about it. If a mom gives this to their child, isn't that a failed mom? Like, who would give an instant ramen to a growing up child? I would go with right. We have 해물 짬뽕 ramen. We have 오다리 ramen cheese 맛. 오다리 means it's like oh wait, it says 황토군 토단면 오다리. So it's like a region name. So it's like for my address, for a random address, it's gonna be like Maryland, like Towson, like that. So it's gonna be like Towson ramen, cheese taste. So the reason why it's called odari is because their vegetable thingies here came from that region. And on the left is seafood jampong. I'm gonna go with left. 굴진 짬뽕. Oh, 오뚜기 육개장 is a no-brainer. It's gonna be on the right. 굴 means like it's like the this thing. It's like the little like thingies that when you go to like a beach or like a rocky area where there's like water slapping and there's like a rock here and there's like a little like thingy here, then that's 굴. I don't know how to explain it. We have 쌀국수. It's like rice ramen. 추억의 맛. So that's the taste of memory. Happy 한 맛. It's a happy taste. Happy ramen. They fucking make anything. Well, come on. Give me a 선우 ramen or like a sad ramen or I don't know. Like, come on. What? Happy ramen. I'll go with 쌀국수. Oh, I'm actually having a hard time about this. Samyang ramen is like South Korea's like almost oldest, I think. And if anybody walks to a Korean and say what is the most representative ramen in South Korea, and it's either gonna be this Samyang ramen, Shin ramen, and Jin ramen. These three is like the three pillars of Korean ramen industry. But on the right we have the Dungji Naengmyeon, is like one of the most first and tastiest naengmyeon series. Naengmyeon is like cold noodle, and like this thing is like really nice. I'm gonna have to go with right because I like Samyang ramen, but I prefer Shin ramen black better. If we're gonna talk about like traditional types. Oh, so 열 ramen. 열 means like hot, like heat. Ramen, so it's like if you eat this, you're gonna be heating up because it's spicy. Nitsen seafood cup noodle. I want to go with right because I have a lot of like these series outside my room. It's like my emergency snacks for the late night. And I like these ones. Oh, wait. So the 육개장, I was actually talking about this, not the previous one. Previous one. 꽃게 짬뽕. 꽃게 means like crab, like these crabs. So that's why there's a crab here. And I mean, it sounds nice, but the amount of 육개장 selling in South Korea is like amazingly a lot. So I'm gonna go with this. Oh, this is a good. Well, okay, it's gonna be Shin ramen, but when I was young, I used to eat a lot of this. Well, not the spaghetti. There's also another thing called like cheese ramen or something, and I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be that ramen coming up soon. But the thing is, this is pretty fun because you fill up the hot water until here, and then you wait for 4 minutes, and then if you peel this part off like that, then there's like 3 holes here that ramen noodles don't come out but water comes out. So it's like really easy to cook this thing. So I'm pretty sure they have a patent on it. The reason why it's called kokokok is like you with like a chopstick, you punch 3 holes on these and pour the water out. So that's why it's called kokokok, because kok sound is like a pronunciation when you pop a hole with a pinky object. And Shin ramen is also a pu ramen, but I'm gonna go with this. Okay, now we're seeing all these kokokok series, and we have 생생 yaki udon. 생생 means like fresh. Yaki is like a style of food in Japan. It's like when you have like these kind of like okonomiyakis, like what do you call that, like gaso bush or something. But anyways, I'm gonna go with left. angry, jafaguri, nitsun udon. I want to go with left. 불낙 볶음면. 불 means fire. 낙 is like the 낙지. Is like a cousin of a squid. 후루룩 국수. 후루룩 is like a sound pronunciation when you like eat a noodle. When you like inhale air and noodles with you, like that. That's 후루룩. 국수 is noodle. So 후루룩 뚝딱. 뚝딱 means like it's another thing you to show that you finished eating. So drink everything on the like bowl and you put it down. So it's something like that. I'll go with right, because I used to eat a lot of that ramen. 청양고추 ramen. 청양고추 is like the most spiciest pepper ramen. On the right we have Bajangmyon. I don't know what this like means, but I'll just go with right because I hate spicy ramens. 마라 불닭 볶음면. Mara is like that spice thingy, and 불닭 볶음면 is like that ramen. 메밀 소바 is like, so 메밀 is like another type of ingredient, and they make it to a ramen. Soba is like when you have a plate, you put the noodles on it, and you pick up the noodle and then put it inside like this like paste or like a thingy. Take it out and then eat it. And I like these stuff. I'll go with right. We have 틈새 ramen. So this is like super spicy. So I'm gonna go with right. 쇠고기면 basically means beef ramen. Very simple. There's a happy beef here. I mean happy cow here. 농심 진짜. It means real. 맵다. 진짜 맵다. It basically means super spicy. On the right we have 팔도 비빔 쫄면. 쫄면 is like another type of non-watered like a noodle thing, ramen thing, and I'll go with right. 깻잎 ramen and 볶음 너구리. Man, I hate both. I'll just pick 깻잎 ramen. This 깻잎 is like I think that is sesame's, like the plant sesame's leaf, and we eat it. 오징어 짬뽕 versus 마라탕면. 오징어 짬뽕 is like squid 짬뽕, and this is like very famous. It's like one of the strongest 짬뽕s. 마라탕면 is I guess this is like the region. I'll go with left. All right, now here it is. 진라면 매운맛. 진라면 spicy flavor. This is like one of the famous ramens in South Korea. 팔도 비빔면. This is what I ate today, so I'm gonna go with this. 국민 ramen. It says we were like, it's like steady for 50 years, but the thing is I never saw this ramen, so I don't know if it's 50. On the right we have angry RTA. Okay, so the reason why it's called RTA is because of this RTA, but the thing is no 구 and then like 리, like that, and we pick that up. And how do I spin it around? But anyways, if we write that on the other way, it's like this. That's Lee, and then so see, RTA. 너구리 upside down is RTA. Well, actually, it's like this way. But anyway, that's why. And I want to go with right because I don't know what left is. 매콤 달콤. It's spicy, sweety, 양념 chicken. Gosh, they make anything to ramens now. This means 남자 ramen. Ramen can be used as like some if you are something something. If ramen means like if here. So 남자 ramen. 남자 means like male. So like or guy. So it's basically if you read this, it means if you're a guy. So it's basically like a ramen for guys. I want to go with left because I like the 양념 chicken, like the chicken sauce. Sriracha 볶음면. So you know sriracha 볶음면, but I never tried this before. But I actually tried jawang, so I'm gonna go with right. 육개장 칼국수 is like but I'm gonna go with snackmyeon. So snack is the snack, you know. Myeon is like the noodles. And the reason why this ramen became popular in South Korea is because there was like this TV show, I think it's called like Sponge or something. And they actually did a like a survey on like research on which ramen tastes the best when you pour like rice in it and then eat with rice. And it was like a blind test, and snackmyeon was like on the top of that list. And the marketing team of this company put it this here. It says 밥 말아 먹을 때 가장 맛있는 라면, which means the most tastiest ramen when you eat with rice. And then suddenly their revenue or sales like skyrocketed, and my mom started to like buy these a lot. And they are like small too. 렌지 땡 뚝불면. So 렌지 means like the microwave. 땡 means like it's like quick, you know, kind of like that kind of reference. 뚝불면. So that's 뚝배기 불고기 면. 간짬뽕. I want to go with right. Looks kind of cute. 볶음 진짬뽕 and 핵 불닭볶음면. 핵 means like nuclear, but it's like another like a trendy new word that young kids use. It means like a lot, super. So it's a very spicy one. And this is 진짬뽕, and it's like a fried version. I'm gonna go with left. 속초 홍게 ramen. That's 속초 is like the region. 홍게 is like the red crab ramen. 진짜 쫄면. The thing's like I can't really see. I want to go with right. 틈새 ramen. 강릉 is like the region. 교동 반점. 교동 반점, I think that's like another so it's more like a 짬뽕, but that's how they branded it. I want to go with right. 도전 불닭 비빔면. So now 불닭 has a 비빔면 here. And I'm not 도전 means like, you know, you do a challenge. I'm going to go with the right. Oh wait, this is it. So wasa mayo means like wasabi and mayonnaise. But nobody can win this one. Shin Ramen Black, of course. It's a no-brainer. I love that one. I'm gonna go with left. This is like it has a lot of like nice ingredients. This one is 팔도 탄탄면. It's like a it's another like branded one, but I'm gonna go with left because this one's nice. 칼빔면 and 갓비빔. Let's go with right. 너구보나라. 맛짬뽕. I want to go with left. Oh wait, no, it's actually spicy. Let's go with right. Kimchi ramen and 생생 udon. I'm gonna go with the udon one. All right. Best of 64 now. Snack. This one. This one. Cheese. 불닭볶음면. 맛있는 라면. This one. Jin ramen mild. 멸치 칼국수. Now I don't know both, so I'll just go with this one. 신라면 두부 김치. I want to try this. It's not in H-Mart. Oh, it's like Iron Man and Iron Man Kid. 후루룩. Angry RTA. I'm gonna go with ramen poki. 쌀국수 멸치맛 versus 오징어 짬뽕. I'm gonna go with left. 신라면. 튀김 우동. 육개장 사발면. This is like one of the tastiest. Let's go with 도시락. 해물짬뽕 seems better. 신라면 black, of course. 팔도 짜장면. Let's go with 배홍도. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go with this one. Cause like it says seafood, but it's more like. Wait. Yeah, I want to go with this. Let's go with right. 왕뚜껑, of course. I used to love this one. This one's really nice. Oh, this is not a fight. This is a slaughter. It's gonna be Indomie. Real cheese. 사리곰탕면. 둥지냉면. That was their phrase. I want to go with this one. I don't like both. Anyways. Let's go with right. 간짬뽕 is pretty nice. I like it. It's gonna be 참깨 ramen. Oh, come on. 팔도 비빔면 is way better. Okay, so I guess it's different. Let's go with left. Because the 육개장 I like is the 육개장 사발면. That's like the best one. This is like they copied it. Let's go with Pama. Okay, now best of 32. I'm gonna go with left. 맛있는 ramen. 사리곰탕. It's gonna be 짜파게티. 신라면, 두부 김치. 두부 is like the what was tofu? Yeah. Jin ramen mild, or no? I'm gonna go with left actually, because Jin ramen mild is like actually too mild for me. Okay, so we have a bibim series. Of course, it's gonna be right. Let's go with right. Indomie, of course. Mee goreng. Dosirak. I'm gonna have to go with left because I love this one. It's really nice. 참깨 ramen. Shin ramen. 튀김 우동. Oh, it's gonna be Shin ramen black. It's not a fight. Okay. Snackman is nice, but this one 육개장 사발면. 사발면 means like a cup noodle, but 사발 is more like a old word. I don't think anybody really uses this word, but this 농심 version's 육개장 사발면 is like the best one. It tastes really nice. It's gonna be 왕뚜껑. It tastes really nice. Okay, best of 16. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to 불닭볶음면. It's gonna be have to 후루룩. Because 후루룩국수 has that like precise amount of soy sauce. Like, you know, it's very nice. And it's gonna be 육개장 사발면. It's gonna have to be 왕뚜껑. Shinramen black. I'm gonna have to go with the left one, the kalguksu one. This is nice, but you can't beat this one. It's really nice. Of course, it's gonna be 팔도 비빔면. Oh, okay. Now these two are my favorite non-watery ramens. The left one is like the mee goreng ramen, and the right one is chapagetti. The thing is, I like both almost the same amount. The left one, I found it when I first came to America, like on my exchange students, and the right one I used to eat that when I was in South Korea when I was young, but I still eat it. But I would have to. I think I'm gonna go with the right one, chapagetti, because it's really hard, but I like this better. Personally, it's a personal preference. Oh, this is hard too, but I'm gonna have to go with chamke ramen. All right, best of 8. Oh. It's a really tough match, but 육개장 사발면 is really strong. 왕뚜껑 is, I used to eat this a lot when I was young, but Shinramen black just tastes really nice, so I have to go with this one. Yeah, it's gonna have to be 짜파게티. 멸치 칼국수 is nice, but this is way better. Oh, it's gonna have to be 비빔면. All right, semifinals. This is so hard. This is actually so hard. Shinramen black versus 육개장 사발면. Oh, so Shinramen has a deeper taste in it, and the soup is more like nutritious. Ryukgaejang is more like you eat it after like drinking alcohol. When you go to like a convenience store, you just pick that up and quickly eat it, and it tastes way better when you're tired. I want to go with 육개장 사발면 because it has more memories in it. It has more fun memories with my friends and everything. This is more like I ate this when I came to America, you know. But this one has more memories with my friends, so I'm gonna go with this. Oh, this is hard. These are both like non-watery ramens. The thing is, I ate 팔도 비빔면 today. I ate 짜파게티 yesterday. Thinking about it, I eat a lot of ramen. I have to go with left. 짜파게티, I love it, but I really like 팔도 비빔면. Okay. Final is gonna be 육개장 사발면 versus 팔도 비빔면. Okay, then this is really hard. But the thing is also, 팔도 비빔면 has more memories with my family. 육개장 사발면 has more memory with my friends. So I want to go with 팔도 비빔면 because I have this memory when I was like young, middle school or like that, high school. It was like a summer weekend. There's like, you know, bug sounds and everything, and we used to like open the windows for the heat to go off, and my mom cooked, you know, made this, and we used to eat all together like cook like 3 or 4 because eating one is like not enough. So it brings me back like the family memories like when I was young. So I want to go with 팔도 비빔면. Okay, let's see the ranking. How other people did. Oh, you see? 육개장 사발면 is number 1 on the tiered list. 20% of the people picked this as a winning one. 가라보 불닭 is here. Shinramen 3rd. 불닭볶음면 4th. 너구리 5th. 팔도 비빔면, see? It's really nice. 6th. 짜파게티 8th. So so that's it for today. I wanted to do like a World Cup series, kind of explaining Korean culture too, while all the Korean like wave is coming right now. My favorite ramen is 팔도 비빔면, but I also like 육개장. It's like memories with my friends and memories with my family. But anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.